tonight's post-game press conference. We're joined by head coach Bruce Arena. First question from Jeff Carlisle, ESPN.
Bruce, what did you make of the play of your midfield tonight? It seemed like they struggled to kind of get a hold of things in the second half, but overall, how do you think?
Yeah, I think the first half we played well. Second half we did not. And give Seattle a lot of credit. They have a good team. Been together a long time, very experienced, and obviously they put us under a lot of pressure. And give them credit. Great goal by Rusnak. And to get a point is a fair result.
You want to follow up?
I mean, 6 games in, will you alter your formation at all, or try to get more bodies in midfield? I mean, just to try to maybe get more control of the game at that point.
It is what it is. I mean, tonight we've played 6 games to date. The first 4 games we should have got our result in every game. In Charlotte we didn't play well, and tonight against a real good team, we had a good first half. Second half wasn't what I'd want. So it was 6 games in. We played 28 more games, and there's a lot of things going on in the league right now. If you look at some of the scores today, it's a league where everybody's a little bit up and down right now. So it's still early in the season, and we'll take it one game at a time.
Next question, Abraham Reddy on Tectonic Takes.
So this was Reed Roberts' first appearance for the club. Do you think that he provides you more of a defensive stability over someone like Ricketts, or what is it that you see in him that you thought?
Well, he's solid defensively. He's been more of a center back. We've been playing him last couple of weeks in training, out wide as a left back or a left wing back, and he's getting better. He's a very good passer of the ball. He's a good one-on-one defender. So, we think he's a player that has a good future in the league.
You want to follow up? You good? Jeff Weissman.
Yeah, Coach. 3 goals in the last 4 matches. I mean, your thoughts on the attacking side just seems kind of there, kind of not there. Not really finding back in net. Is this just kind of early season growing pains, or is this just something? Is this kind of becoming a concern you can't find the back in net?
Well, it's certainly something that we know has to get better. Against this team tonight, they're a good team. They had, I think they scored 5 or 6 goals a couple of weeks ago, didn't they, against LAFC? I think they're a good team, and we have to get Martinez and Arango on the field together, which we had to be careful with. Joseph tonight because of his travel and all of that. So, I think, we really need to see our team through the first half of the season to really be able to analyze correctly where we're at and where we need to go.
Harold Gutman, Mercury News.
What have you seen from Bolu that's allowed him to be in the starting lineup this season?
Bo's been very good. He's a player with not a whole lot of experience at this level, and he's done very well. I thought he ran out of gas a little bit tonight. That's why he made the change, but he's been a pleasant surprise.
Was it good to see him get that goal?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's one he's going to be showing his grandchildren, but it's nice to get a goal.
Go ahead, Philip Leva.
Yeah, thank you for taking my question, Coach. As sporting director, how do you feel about starting some of these younger guys so early in the season? I'm thinking Reed Roberts and Bolu particularly.
Well, in the real world of football, I don't think they consider that young because Bo's probably, I don't even know, Bo's 21, 22 years old, and Reed is probably the same age, 22. So you have players starting on some big clubs around the world that are 18, 19 years old. So I wouldn't call them exactly young, but I think it's good, and I always try to play young players if I can. And you got to be patient. You got to mix it right. You got to have the right balance with those players on the field. Usually a team will play one young player and move them along. We're playing a couple right now, and I think they're doing a good job.
Go ahead, Mark Mikalovich.
Bruce, did you feel that was a foul inside the box against Martinez, and that should have been a penalty? And how frustrated were you with officiating tonight?
I wasn't frustrated with the officiating. I thought for the most part it was pretty good. I think the two plays I'd be critical of is the yellow card on Puda, charging the goalkeeper apparently. I think he got pushed into, and then at the end of the game, the foul on our keeper. They seemed like they were comparable type of plays, and so you hand out the same punishment, and that wasn't the case. But for the most part, I thought the referee did a good job.
And what did you think that Sale did different in the second half? Was that maybe?
Well, they pushed up two strikers. You know, that was a big difference for them. So they kind of made it difficult on our back line. When there's two strikers and you're playing with three center backs, to get organized and delegate the responsibilities isn't easy. And they did a real good job, and then they pushed up players wide. So they were playing four players up high. And, you know, we had to make some adjustments. And at the end of the game, you know, I just simply said at the 75-minute mark, you know, the momentum they have, let's at least get out of here with a point.
Brian Gingrich,
So-
Santa Cruz voice.
So after what we saw last week with the 4-1 loss, you know, so far the biggest goal giving up this year, are you satisfied with the point today where you bring that goal total down against, where you bring it down to
I
that
could
one?
care less about the goal total. I mean, you know, you need to get points, and we would prefer 3 points, obviously, today. But to get a point, you know, at least we're headed in the right direction. And, you know, it's still early. We're, what are we now, 6 games in? And I'm looking at some of the results tonight. The two LA teams lost, you know. A number of teams didn't get points at home. So, you know, it's early in the season. You can give me a call in about 2 or 3 months from now and see where we're at. And we'll have a better feel for our team.
Any last questions, Paul?
Hola, Marjorie Tentenegem, Rosalina, good evening. After the last game, how do you guys create the confidence and find the rhythm back for tonight? Thank you.
And find the what?
The rhythm back after the last game. Thank you.
Get the rhythm back, you said. Well, you know, every game's different. We analyzed our mistakes from the Charlotte game and just tried to get our team better and move forward. And I think the fact that the guys came out and played well at the start of the game is a positive. You know, we're making progress. This is a team that's, you know, not yet built to be a championship team. You know, it's gonna take a little time. You know, both on the technical side, the business side, all of that. It's a franchise that's you know, trying to move forward, and we have to be a little bit patient. But I think my experience with the players to date is they've been they've responded very well to the things we've asked them to do. And the team's getting better. You know, it's gonna take a little time. I'm not necessarily the most patient person in the world, but I think for the start of the season, after 6 games, we're doing okay. And that's about all I have to say at this point. And hopefully we can get better. That's the challenge we have, and you know, we're trying to get the team better each week.